here it is. This is my Bren MK2, or Bruno Enfield, is what Bren stands for. It's a 1943 dated Bren, and its FTR is 48. Up there is a stamp. The first two letters of the serial number are RA. I want to look that up. I'm wondering if that's not a Canadian gun. Everything works. The only thing is this dust cover is really tight, but it works. Valhall Arms was the builder out of Calumet, Washington. The guy's name is Gabe. I got rain coming in here pretty quick. He gave me an extra magazine. The one that came with my kit was not the right magazine. So he traded me mags and gave me an extra. This is a 303 kit. You can see that everything works. He gave me a gas valve. I had one ordered, it didn't come with one. And it looks pretty good. He also replaced the carry handle because that was all busted up. The wood was gone. But you can see, I think he might have replaced that too. But this is an RTI kit. And Gabe did a really good job welding this together, as you've seen earlier in the video. How it was cut up. It looked pretty rough. Nice the paint job. He did test fire it. He test fires all his firearms after he welded them and put everything back together. I don't know how he did it. He works miracles. This part right here is really thin, so he did a good job there. Cosmetics on the outside was really nice. So there you are. Just get it out to the range. I do have a tripod coming for it, and I got a World War II brass catcher coming. I don't know what kind of condition that's going to be in. I may have to have it worked on. I want to keep as much of the brass catcher original as I can. So I'll see what that looks like when it gets here. The carry handle is really nice. It'll lock in like it's supposed to. But you bring it down and you can pull out, lock in, and it's ready to hip fire if you want. But this gun's pretty heavy. I'm not going to be hip firing it. Pull out there. And I have a carry handle. When I was putting the barrel in for the first time, and that was just a little bit ago, I had to figure that out. I wasn't doing that correctly. You can see that folds out of the way. Flip up your sight, and the front sight is adjustable for windage, and looks like that's on a screw. I don't know. I have to check that out. I'm not sure how that works. I'll look that up, see how that's adjusted. And again, I got the tripod coming for it too. But we got rain coming in, so I gotta get inside. So, all right. Well, I got the Bren out to the range. It's been 7 weeks since I've been to the range. Finally got my treatments done. As you can probably already guess, I'm doing a voiceover because the microphone did not work today because somebody didn't hook it up right. So, I got the Bren out and I bought this surplus ammunition. It's dated 8 of 81 on the box. It looks really good. And right now I'm loading 2 rounds in the 2 mags that I have. And we're going to do function tests. There's no target downrange, just a backboard. And I'm just aiming in that general direction when I get ready to fire. Pull the safety flag out. Put the first mag in. There we go. I'm really excited to shoot it today. Check and make sure that didn't feel quite right to me, so I want to check and make sure the bolt actually closed. You can see the bolt from underneath. You can actually see it from the top too. Now I've just double fed it, I think, because I said no, he's checking that here, and this 1 round in the chamber. So it feels rather comfortable with the bipod, and the sight doesn't take long to get used to. And I pull the trigger and nothing happens, so I'm holding it just in case there's a hang fire, and nothing happened. I'm like, what the heck? So giving it a minute in case it accidentally goes off, and I eject the round, look it over, and I notice a light strike. Like, okay, so there's 1 round in that mag. Let's rack it again and take an aim, pull the trigger, nothing. So I'm going, what the heck? What's going on? I'm kind of getting disappointed here because I really wanted to shoot this today. So I pulled the mag, it loaded, I eject the round, light strike, very light dimple on the primer. So I try the other mag. It's got 2 rounds in it as well, and I let that rack forward, and I pull the trigger, nothing. So I'm holding it just in case it goes off. Give it a few minutes, give it a second or two, pop the mag, and I notice that that bullet dropped out. So it fed okay. So I'm not really understanding what's going on. Just light strikes. And the ticking you hear in the background is the wall clock. So I apologize for that. And so I put them back in the box. And disappointed. You know, I went to the store and I bought some PPU ammo, and I'm talking about this ammo here. I'm wondering if it's bad ammo or not. At this point, I'm thinking it's ammo. So I bought a box of PPU 303 ammo, and I'm going to load a magazine with the 303 PPU, brand new off-the-shelf ammo. And I got a guy come up behind me, he's asking about the firearm, and I'm explaining to him that it's a Bren MK2, 1943 date, and it's a kit build, semi-auto, and so now we're rack the bolt, and get ready to shoot. Flip up the sights. Bam, that one fired. Cool, so I go try it again. Nothing. At this point I'm thinking I got another hang fire. And then there's nothing in the magazine. Now when I tilt the gun, you'll notice there's a bullet is still in the chamber. It didn't feed it into the magazine. So I put a bullet back in the mag, put 2 more in there. At this point I'm excited. I think finally it's going to work. So you'll notice I refinished the stock as well. It was awful. Dry and nasty. So I pulled the trigger and nothing. And I'm like, well, that sucks. Pop the mag. I got 1 in the mag. Maybe it didn't pick it up. I don't remember. Okay. Maybe it didn't pick that round up. So now I pull the trigger again and nothing. And I'm like, okay, well, crap. And that time it did pick up the bullet. And I'm not sure what's going on. I dropped the bullet out and it's a light strike. I'm getting kind of frustrated here. When I say refinished as far as the stock goes, I stripped all the grime off of it from the goat shed and put some varnish on it, fixed some arsenal repairs that had started to come loose. But yeah, I'm having trouble with light strikes. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. And what I eventually did was I called the builder, but you can see here I'm getting ready to pull the trigger again, nothing. So after I got done with this session, getting ready to leave, I called the builder and we went over some things when I got home, looked at the spring assembly. I lightened it. I took a couple coils out of the firing pin spring so that it has less resistance when the striker hits it. And so we're just going to put it up and wait till next week.